Papa Pepper. We're all losers because everyone's a winner, featuring True Conspiracy. Alright guys, Papa Pepper here today with True Conspiracy, and he came down to visit me, so we're just going to spend some time, of course, together taking care of some things. I'm going to get some two-man jobs done where Monster Truck kind of comes up short, if you know what I mean. And today we were just discussing a wide variety of things, but the thing we're going to present to you today and kind of open up for discussion and your thoughts as well while we share ours is just the title is We're All Losers Because Everyone's a Winner. And what happens, it seems, these days is things like competition, like somebody winning, somebody losing is bad. So therefore, everyone gets to show up and everyone gets a trophy and everyone's a winner. And I think that it really is detrimental to a lot of things, and I think that it influences things kind of heading up through the ages too. I mean, when you raise kids to say, be the biggest loser you can, you're a winner. You know, where it doesn't matter what you do, how much effort you put in, anything, you were there, so here's a trophy. Right?
Yeah, it takes the drive and the ambition to, I guess, better yourself. You know, if you just show up and participate and you get rewarded, whether or not you really even did anything at all. You know, I think of, there's certain jobs that, for instance, like waitressing. There's certain places where they have to put their tips together. Then you have jobs where the waitress gets their own tip. Well, if you have one good waitress and then a bunch of other ones that are rude and whatever, say the one waitress gets a $500 tip and she's got to split that between the six other, well, they got the participation award that night. Right. And they're rewarded for that, whether they did a good job or not.
I think even, like Little League baseball or things, I mean, growing up, being part of team sports, which I was a few, there were times you got your little butt kicked and you lost. And you knew that there was room for improvement, right? Because you were a loser, because you didn't win. You didn't do a good job. And you lost because of it, so you recognize the room for improvement, whereas just simply being a dead waste of space body, getting rewarded and not ever having to, try hard or push yourself. I think that we see something different going on these days than when I was a kid, and I think that we see something different with the generations coming up behind us that we didn't see as we're adults now, that I don't think we're going to see manifested. And even as True Conspiracy was saying, if you got something like that, think about that for a moment. As long as you have a waitressing gig at somewhere that shares tips, it doesn't matter how many tables you get. Somebody could have twice as many tables as you. They could wait much better on people. They could whatever. But you're getting your cut. And I think even so many times what I've seen in the job just market as you're sitting there dealing with different employees is that a lot of younger generation people now seem to want to, they show up, they whether they arrive on time or not or leave on time or not, whenever they're there, it's almost like just being there is enough. Like, you told me if I was here for the next 3 hours or 4 hours, you'd give me $8.50 an hour. I'm trying to do something. I don't got time for, flipping burgers or dropping the fries or mopping the floor. Like, I'm here. That should be enough. Pay me.
Yeah, just show up. That's all. But I fulfilled my requirement. That's it.
Right. I was here. I was punched.
Yeah.
I had the uniform on. Most of it. And I think that's even the wage for the hourly wage to me. Unfortunately, in a lot of jobs, it's counterproductive too, because it is. As long as you're punched in, you get paid. It doesn't matter what in the world you do. Where if things were more task-oriented, it would, like seriously, if you had a job to complete and I said, look, this job pays $400, you can have those $400 whenever you're done. To do the job accurately and efficiently and right the first time in a quick, productive manner is beneficial to you, and it's going to encourage you. If you can do it in 2 days, then earn $200 a day. If it takes somebody, 2 weeks, that was their choice. But I think that if you had more, even just job-oriented rewards rather than wage-oriented, because it teaches you just to be punched in, just to be there, just to become a loser and get paid like you're a winner because you were there.
Yeah, and you see that happening in a lot of places where the reward for doing a good job goes unrecognized. A lot of companies that used to be, they had the employee of the month. They had a bonus for doing, good sales, or I mean, some of those things still exist, but you see a lot of them falling off on other things because, well, everybody's got to be the same, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a one-up on anybody.
Which is why you should all be losers. Then everyone's the same. Nobody has to rise to the occasion. I think even some of the No Child Left Behind was, let's move as slow as the slowest child can so nobody really progresses. And, you don't want that person to feel bad, so we'll just go real slow so no child's left behind. It sounds really great. But, even my mom graduated high school when she was 16 or something like that because she just, finished it. It was done. So she moved up in grades, took care of the things, and moved on with life. And I think it's rarer these days.
Well, it's funny you mentioned No Child Left Behind because you have the Head Start program. That is supposed to give them a head start. Well, head start in what? So if they do actually excel in something, we can't let them go too far forward.
When I lived in the town you live in now, I used to live right down the street from a Head Start. And check this out. Head Start, accepting applications 2 weeks and up. Think about that for a second, folks. What is a child 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month old? What are they going to get a head start on? You know what I think it was? Being separated from their family and reliant upon the government. That's just my guess. But you can't tell me anywhere in the first year and a half of life that child in anything like that is getting any head start on anything that's actually going to matter in the end.
I agree.
So anyway, guys, I don't know. I don't think this guy's a loser. But to say that we're all losers because we're all winners, I hope that you understand where we're going with this. What are your thoughts on it? Well, personally,
I'm the second winner.
You're the second winner, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who the third winner is.
But everyone is a winner.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, you're a winner.
Is it counterproductive? Does it just dumb down and take the drive away from people and cause people not to excel these days? Or is it a good thing? Is even using a word like loser a bad thing? And should I not be saying it? What are your thoughts, guys? True Conspiracy, Papa Pepper, Papa out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out Steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.